Hello, I'm Howard Phillips Lovecraft, and today's question comes from Mr. Stalick, who wants to know whether or not he should be confident in the investments he has made in certain European economic institutions. He and a friend are in something of a debate regarding the current troubles in that region, and he wants to know whether or not his money is in safe hands, or whether he should bail. Now, I find investing to be a rather curious pastime. It seems akin to gambling, only the things you're gambling on are affected by the amount of money going into it. It would be almost like playing a game of roulette, only the players are flinging quarters at the ball in order to change the trajectory. Not only that, but the players are also the pawns. How they invest affects the entire game. It's a maddening combination of psychology and prediction and all forms of arcane chicanery, which, well, I find rather difficult to wrap my mind around. However, in many ways, investing is, well, like giving a vote of confidence. It says, I believe in this enterprise and this idea. I wish to see it through to the bitter end. And when it comes to Europe, well, Europe has had a rather storied history, but the Europe of today was, well, it is far different from the Europe I left behind. With the fall of both fascism and communism on that continent, peace that has reigned for decades when it seemed impossible, it's hard not to have some hope. When I was alive, I was greatly influenced by a writer called Spengler, who predicted nothing but decay and evolution for Europe. And in some ways he was correct. Europe came to the brink of annihilation. It had its own personal Armageddon. But like all good apocalypses, instead of completely destroying the world, it merely opened the door to a brand new one. The current troubles facing Europe are very different, and perhaps not quite so dire, although the threat is always present. But you must decide for yourself whether or not you wish to vote for hope in the face of despair. That's all I can say. And again, I would remind you that I spent quite a bit of time in forced asceticism, so you will probably want to take my financial advice with a grain of salt. Oh, how I would have loved a grain of salt in those final years. But that's neither here nor there. As always, I'm Howard Phillips Lovecraft. Thank you.